This didn't work last time. Please work.
You're listening to Outta Nowhere.
Yes.
You're listening to the Outta Nowhere Wrestling Podcast. Brought to you by WrestleCrate. WrestleCrate.com.
Hell yeah, you're finally listening to Outta Nowhere. Holy jumping shitball berries. I am sorry. I don't know. I have no idea what happened tonight. No idea what happened. But it doesn't matter because I'm Joe Cronin. He's JD from NY206. JD from New York. I would ask you what kind of beverage you're drinking tonight, but I've already been staring at you for 30 minutes while I tried to figure this out. But the buzz is on now, at least. That's the good thing.
Yeah.
What are you drinking tonight? Looks good.
Well, I got my WrestleCrate.com beer holder that says Eat, Sleep, Super Kick, Party, Repeat. I'm drinking a Coney Island hard root beer.
Oh, my God. Dude, that sounds amazing. I fucking love that. Maybe you can rip off, you can come up with Beer Crate and get sued by some kid's mother.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Right? That isn't a bad idea. Adult Crate. You never know what you're going to get in this. All right, so there's lots of things we got to talk about with wrestling, of course, and we want to remind you guys that, of course, to support WrestleCrate, WrestleCrate.com, WrestleCrates on Twitter. Go check them out. The donation button is live. If you're under $3, it's going to be silent, but if you hit the $3.16 or the $5 and become a shit bum, you'll help me and JD's channels out and help support us. So we appreciate that. So let's get ready to have a good time. And the first thing that I want to talk about, because I'm going to start because I'm fucking pissed, why the fuck wasn't Kane at Raw? He's in the Hell in a Cell match against Seth Rollins. Is it Seth versus Shawn Michaels, or is Kane going to be there? Maybe Shawn will show up, rip the cage door off, and then screw over Seth Rollins.
Well, you know, the reason why they didn't have Kane on was I actually wrote several letters to WWE Corporate saying that if I see Kane one more time on my television, I may hang myself live on YouTube.com.
Oh, so it's your fault.
They didn't want the bloody mess on their hands.
I guess, in a way, it's sickening that I'm complaining after not wanting to see him for so long, complaining that Kane wasn't on the show. I mean, it's not necessarily that I love to see Kane. It's that I just don't understand on a go-home show why the challenger, who doesn't have the belt, is not showing up at all. Or even had a promo to say some stupid promo, which I would have made fun of, I'm sure, where he came up on the screen and went, "Hey, Seth, just want to remind you, good luck Sunday." That's what we would have got.
They didn't have Kane on was because they thought that Kane got the best of Seth Rollins too many weeks in a row, and they didn't want to have him there.
That's true, maybe, except why? But if you want to have the best, the best of the best of the best of the best in this business, you want to have, if anybody remembers that Brock Lesnar promo, you want to have that the Monday before the show. Unless they're going to do it on SmackDown, and I didn't see the spoilers for SmackDown other than the Tyler Breeze stuff, which people are really pissed off about, by the way.
Yeah, we'll talk about that, too. I got a lot to say about that shit.
Yeah, not to skip ahead. We're pissed about Kane right now. But I don't know. I mean, who cares, right? I mean, that's kind of...
But the question is, man, how many of us got a hard-on just watching Rollins and HBK in the ring and just drooling over a potential match?
Yeah, right. I did. And that's why I think a lot of people said, like, oh, that's the best segment. That was the best segment. It was because those two guys just standing there. Plus, also... it was very interesting because Shawn cut that little bit. Most of what Shawn says now sucks. Like, most of what he says now is like, I'm PG, like, because I love God. And you know, that doesn't always work out for me. But that was cool when it seemed like he did a little shoot on people saying he's the next HBK, because we've been hearing that forever about Brian Kendrick, even Daniel Bryan, Seth Rollins, and then many other names before that. And it's just always like, no, it's not. No one will be this. There will not be another Shawn. And then for him to go off like that was cool. People are telling me, coming up to me saying, Joe, he's gonna come out of retirement and wrestle Seth. But I think we've seen this before.
We've seen Seth versus HBK.
No, we've seen Shawn Michaels like go get heat or put over somebody or advertise something, and whether it's Brock Lesnar breaking his arm or somebody doing something to him, and then they never have a match. Daniel Bryan, it happened with Daniel Bryan, didn't have a match with him.
Well, HBK, I mean, you know, I've listened to all the podcasts that Shawn Michaels has been on, whether it's Jim Ross or whether it's with Stone Cold Steve Austin, and he says that he's done. He's like 95% content on what he's doing now. He's hunting. He's got his own reality show. He spends time with his kid. You know, he's living out in the middle of nowhere in Texas, and he's fucking 45 minutes from a local supermarket. You know, he lives, you know, fucking away from everybody. And he says that he's done. And meanwhile, we all want to see one more match because of the way he went out. You know, we've been drooling over a match, a potential match with Daniel Bryan, Seth Rollins, fucking, you know, you name it. Everybody's been talked about. But the reason why he says he won't come back is because he wants to respect The Undertaker after what happened in their epic 2-match WrestleMania feud.
Yeah, I mean, I believed that because Ric Flair kind of did it to him where he went over to TNA.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like a little bit of a like irky thing that he did. I don't know how Shawn felt about that.
To keep in mind is that he wants to respect The Undertaker. If he comes back, what does that mean for the matches that they had? I mean, it tarnishes everything.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think he's going to come back. I really don't think he is. I am actually at peace with the fact that I'm never going to get Shawn Michaels again. I'm somehow at peace with that. I'm not hoping or believing it's going to happen. I already saw it once. You know, we already got it. I couldn't believe that he came back from that back thing, which wasn't as bad, I think, as we all thought it was.
But if he was to come back, one guy, if you had to choose one guy, who would you want him to go up against at WrestleMania 32?
Who? Shawn Michaels?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really tough.
One guy out of everybody, and make it logical too. Everybody on the main roster that's actively right now there, and someone who could definitely be a comeback for WrestleMania.
This is going to be a big surprise. I mean, first of all, Daniel Bryan. I would like to see Shawn Michaels wrestle Daniel Bryan, but let me give you a big surprise. The one that I think that Shawn Michaels would have a pretty good match with, and I think he would put him over in the right way. Roman Reigns. I think that Roman Reigns and Shawn would have a pretty good match. And part of why I'm saying and Diesel had a pretty good match at WrestleMania 11, and he's somebody that I kind of compare it to. So I think they would have a pretty good match. And I do want to give a mention to everybody watching right now. If you would like, if you're having any trouble with the YouTube stream, because we had to put it together last minute here. I don't know what the hell's been going on recently. It's only got to do with this show, it seems like. But we are also live on Twitch, on my Twitch account as well. Spectrum Gaming 617 on Twitch. So if you guys want to go view it on Twitch, you have the option of viewing this either on YouTube or going over to Twitch. Both places, go for it. We're ready to go.
The podcast froze, apparently, the chat is saying.
What is going
Video
on,
was
man?
interrupted. The streamer has stopped streaming.
That's crazy. I think YouTube is taking its pants off tonight. Because my bit rate is perfect. Oh yeah, it's all weird. It's going crazy, man. Luckily we're recording this, so if you're watching this later, we're good. Let me check out Twitch, because we're gonna go live on Twitch, because enough of this crap on YouTube. And JD, what do you think about I know I bitched about Kane, and you wanted to talk about this thing. Let's get to it, because this is one of the most talked about things that's going on right now, and it is the Tyler Breeze deal. What is up with Tyler Breeze? Why do they do this? Did they spoil the surprise if he's there? It's already spoiled. I mean, I don't get it.
Well, I'm reading now that we all know that he made his debut on SmackDown. He got a new valet in Summer Rae. He comes out there on Miz TV and starts shit with Dolph Ziggler. Now, I don't know if they're going to feud Breeze and Ziggler together. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to mind that because that would be a fucking hell of a match. But I was hoping with John Cena not having an opponent announced for Hell in a Cell, and we all know that he's going to take 2 months off for a reality show that he's filming for Fox Network. I was thinking that Tyler Breeze could be the surprise for John Cena's U.S. Open Challenge at Hell in a Cell, and that they should have saved his debut for then.
Yeah.
But bring him out for Miz TV and completely waste the surprise. Now we know that he's there, and apparently he's getting new merchandise being worked on. He has a revamped ring entrance,
Yeah.
and they seem to be backing him. You know how long that's going to last, I don't know. Does Vince McMahon see anything in him? But I really don't know. But my main thing is that I was on Twitter and I was complaining about this, and Justin LaBar, who he's following me on Twitter, and he's WrestleZone.com, and he's Triple Live Radio, and he's he's trying to get in with the WWE. He's seen my tweets, being that I was very frustrated, and he said, "Don't worry, Tyler Breeze is going to make money for WWE. They're trying to find ways to make money off of him and have it be a mutual thing." But I'm like, how many guys from NXT do we love and we see that come to the main roster and they just are treated like absolute garbage?
Right.
That's what I'm fucking furious with. How are they going to treat him? Because he's got that gimmick where, it's not going to appeal to everybody. Us, who we love wrestling, it's going to appeal to us because he's got that flamboyance, Rick Martel type thing,
Right.
That's just me. I love the way he is. I think he's going to be great. I could see a fucking world championship around his waist. I just hope they push him right. That's my main thing.
I'm just worried that he's going to fall into the category of John Morrison and Dolph Ziggler, and then you got, then you're doing, next thing you know, you're doing a mixed tag team match at WrestleMania with fucking Snooki. That's I'm worried about that.
Oh, the stream is back on YouTube, by the way. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Nice. Doesn't look like it's back, but I'm glad it's back. It's totally screwed up tonight, man. This is out of control bad. This is worse than any other night, and I was just telling you how everything should work tonight. It's going to be great. No idea what's going on. I don't understand. It's almost like, it's only when we go live for Out of Nowhere, it seems like.
Yeah.
Well, it's worse during this. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand. What's funny is I'm broadcasting on Twitch, but it's not even broadcasting, so something's wrong there, so it's got to be on my end again. So something is not right. In trouble in doggy land. But we're recording this right now, so everyone's going to hear this back in probably a couple. If right now you're like, this sucks, I'm not going to hear it, you'll hear it in about an hour when it gets uploaded, so don't worry about it. It will be up there for your ears to hear. So Hell in a Cell, man, these things, the cell is just pointless usually. It's just there. And Undertaker and Brock Lesnar, in my opinion, they got to go through the cage. They got to break the tables on the outside. They got to go. They have to top that SummerSlam match, or this is just stupid. If they don't top the SummerSlam,
that means whether the Undertaker's going to win clean, or Lesnar's going to win clean, or it's going to set up something for both men individually towards WrestleMania. I don't know, but they said that there's going to be a major event happening at the end of the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I think the Undertaker needs to win clean. That's just me. And then they could do whatever they need to do to build up Lesnar's opponent for WrestleMania if they want. That's just me. I don't know.
What'd be awesome is I've never seen a stream look this bad. This is unbelievable. What'd be awesome is if Lesnar beats Undertaker, but then he still continues to beat him down with stuff, and then Stone Cold came out and stunned Lesnar. I don't know.
Well, they were talking about possible Austin coming out and fucking Lesnar, but I don't know how much sense that would make though.
Yeah, especially with
he's got no reason to do it.
Yeah,
we're just fucking podcast acting all buddy. Yeah, when we going hunting?
Although technically, if you want to think about it, first of all, I don't think it's happening at all anymore. I'm almost all the way out on that happening. But honestly, if you were gonna do that, WWE could swerve everyone, not do what we all thought was going to happen, which was Lesnar attack Stone Cold on the podcast. And instead, Stone Cold just comes out and then tools Lesnar. And then Stone Cold says, you asked me about how I felt, and I said, no hard feelings, da-da-da. well, I hate your damn guts. Like, you know what I mean? He just went out, like, just, I don't know, something like that. It'd be stupid, though. It's not going to happen. Nothing's going to happen. If anything, you know, Stone Cold's going to be a referee. I mean, why wouldn't Stone Cold be at WrestleMania with them being in Dallas, Texas? You know, with his lineage and background with Texas and Dallas and wrestling down there, why in the world wouldn't Stone Cold at least be at WrestleMania? He may not, you know, and why not be a referee? If he's not going to be in a match and he's going to be at WrestleMania, make him a special guest referee. He's done that a few other times. Just keep the fucking ATV at home, though.
Someone just said in the chat that it's in Los Angeles. Maybe The Rock interferes and sets up something with Lesnar. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be all right. It's got to be something like that. And The Rock, yeah, that could happen. Let's take a phone call just because. What the hell? Oh, I hung up on him. Well, I'm having problems tonight. Screw the phone calls because we're having problems. We'll just talk about wrestling. Let's sit here and talk about wrestling. We're having all kinds of problems. And we're live. What are you going to do? It's live YouTube. It's not TV, but it's live. So, you know, whatever. So here's my opinion. I think that Cena, going back to this U.S. title thing, why doesn't Cena, you know, I think the thing is it's all about because it's this surprise and we don't know who it's going to be. Before Tyler Breeze came out on SmackDown, my opinion, it was going to be Tyler Breeze. It was going to be Tyler Breeze coming out, but then I started thinking it's going to be Dolph Ziggler. It's going to come out. He'll beat John Cena for the U.S. title, and then we'll get Dolph Ziggler versus John Cena then we'll get Dolph Ziggler versus Tyler Breeze when John Cena takes his break. But why would Dolph Ziggler be someone that you'd want to be sort of a surprise challenge against? You know what I mean? It wouldn't. People would be like, "Oh, it's Dolph again." What?
Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want Ziggler. You don't want Big E. You know, those are the guys that Cena has been kind of going back and forth with over the past couple of weeks. You know, I'm holding out hope that WWE gives us a surprise. You know, being that it's not announced. Maybe it's Joe. Maybe it's someone from NXT. Maybe it's a Baron Corbin. Who the fuck knows, man? As long as it's someone that we don't really expect, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it can't be Tyler now, but here's the other thing. I could see WWE putting Tyler Breeze on SmackDown so that the people got familiar with him. You know what I mean? Like a little bit. Like let's get him out there a little bit for the people, because there's a lot of people who don't know who he is, so they won't know why this guy is being there. Yeah. And WWE might think that a lot of the people that watch SmackDown are the younger fans, and they don't watch NXT. So let's put him on that show. You know, that may be what they do. That may be what was going on. And I just looks like the Cubs lost, and my dreams are crushed of them making the Back to the Future thing come true.
Yeah,
so
they got fucking destroyed. I don't know what the fuck. I don't even know how they made it here if they played that bad.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm really upset about it, though. I'll tell you that. I'm upset. God damn it. You know, it seems like Back to the Future got a lot of stuff like almost right, and that was one of the things. Like the Cubs win World Series. Well, they didn't win, but they got the closest they've been in a while. The hoverboard. Well, they didn't make a hoverboard, but they kind of did, because they made a hoverboard that floats on metal. They didn't make flying cars, but they did make flying car, but it looks like an airplane kind of. Nobody's going to be driving them because it's the economics of it are crazy, and people would be dying everywhere. But I don't know. They got a lot of other stuff right. Push buttons and identification and all that stuff is spot on. Man, I love Back to the Future. I can't believe it. I'm gonna go watch Back to the Future tonight, JD. Screw work tomorrow. I'm gonna stay up all night. I'm gonna watch Back to the Future. So, what do you think about the Divas division? I mean, are we holding Seth? I think they're holding Sasha off till they get to WrestleMania. I think that eventually these chants are going to continue. WWE's going to hold her back as long as they can to get the chance, so that her and Naomi can get pissed off, and then she can face Naomi when she goes face.
Well, I don't know. I honestly don't know, man. I don't know what they're doing with the Divas division. I really don't even pay attention. It's back to the point where when they're on my TV, I either just zone out completely or change the channel. That's how bad it is. And Sasha Banks was in the match for how long on Monday Night Raw? 30 seconds. She got a few moves in, and then she tagged out.
Yeah. I think they're doing it on purpose now to make the fans see how crazy the fans will go. Like I said, so they can get Naomi to be like, you know, why aren't they chanting my name and getting pissed off at Sasha?
Yeah.
Because I think they're going to need...
Valid point. I see that reason.
They need to split them, you know, and they know it, but they don't want to do it quick. And, you know, so it makes perfect sense for, like, then Sasha to get into a feud with Naomi. And then, you know, just dragging it along until she gets to, I think, WrestleMania. Maybe I'm thinking too much ahead. Maybe they'd give the belt to Sasha at a regular main event or attraction or whatever you call it. I forget who called it a pay-per-view the other day, but somebody in the WWE, like a real person, like, was cutting a promo or whatever and said pay-per-view on TV, and I just laughed, like, oh, that's funny, because it's not on pay-per-view.
Yeah, but I don't understand why WWE wouldn't capitalize immediately after everything that was said about the Bayley Sasha Banks match. Like, it was historic, it was fucking amazing night, they made history, this and that. They didn't capitalize with anything off that. Like, I don't understand why.
Well, I don't know. I think maybe they think they did capitalize because they did it. I mean, I don't know, but
But what do you think about this shit that they want to do? That there are all rumors that they want to turn Sasha Banks face. I mean, how do you think that'll work? I think they should keep her the way she is, she is down in NXT, and let fans just decide whether they want to cheer or boo her.
Exactly. I think they should not change her personality whatsoever.
Because the way she acts is not face. I don't want her to change anything up at all. She's starting out.
I agree. I hate that. When they make them face, then they're not the same person that you liked. I like the boss. I like when she's a bitch. Like, I like that. I like when she owns the title and she walks down in that ring holding that title up in people's faces and strutting to the ring with her music. And I like that.
I want to see the Sasha Banks that took the fucking little bow off that girl in the front row's hair and fucking made her start crying. That's the Sasha Banks I want to see.
That's exactly right. That's what we want to see. That's what makes her the way she is. Keep her that way. The other thing is, like, even little things drove me nuts. Even when she came down to the first NXT takeover in Brooklyn, when she came down to the ring with the bodyguards and they picked her up into the ring, I actually didn't like that. Even though I was pumped up that she was out there and I was, you know, really ready to go. But that irked me a little bit. I go, no, I like her when she just comes down just by herself with that belt, holds it up and gets in the ring. Like, I don't want people carrying her around. Like, fuck that. I like when she's showing that thing off all by herself. I don't know. It's just how I don't know why that's a stupid thing to be upset about. And I was like, this is weird. I don't like that. Just when she comes down to the ring, the presence that she has, that's what it is. It's the charisma.
They got to get rid of these tag teams, though, man. That's the fucking.
The women,
It's just every fucking. It's like It's like Survivor Series every night on Monday Night Raw. How many fucking 6-man tags are we going to see? How many fucking tag team matches are we going to see with the women? You know, we don't see any singles matches on Monday Night Raw anymore.
Right. It's breaking it up because these girls should be wrestling just like the guys are. The guys have multiple matches all throughout the night. I said this before, there's 3 hours of Monday Night Raw. And there's no way you can't have 3 women's matches or 2 women's matches. They do that now, but they could have 3. 3 women's matches. There's 3 hours of Raw. Put 1 in each hour. Figure it out. And remember, I said this recently to somebody. It was Maria.
What the fuck was that?
The hell was that?
I have no idea.
Is that are you in an apartment?
That's the people upstairs, yeah.
Are they not going to tell you something?
I have no idea.
What the fuck was that? I mean, that was a knock.
That's crazy, yeah.
That was unbelievable, dude. Oh my God. I was like, is someone behind me? Knock on the door? Hey, JD, do me a favor. Y'all shut the fuck up.
That's a first.
That was weird.
Whatever, man. Show goes on.
All right, whatever. I'm hoping someone starts screaming at you through the wall because that'd be funny. And you got to make them come on the air if that happens.
Yeah.
So no, I think it was it was Maria in my interview with Maria. I think it was, or Triple H said this. I God damn it, I don't remember who it was. God damn it, I sound like Stone Cold. But somebody said like, well, there's only, I think it was Triple H. Somebody was like, why don't you put the women on? Da da da. And he was like, well, you know, he's like, he said there's so much stuff that you have to do to fill up 3 hours. Like, you don't understand how hard it is to fill up 3 hours of content. It's hard to do that. And then someone asked about like putting the women on more and whatever. And he was like, and then the answer was something like, well, you know, there's only so much time in a show. And it was like, no, a minute ago it was hard to fill up time, and now there's only so much time in a show. There's no reason. You've got a lot of women now who can wrestle. There's no reason to not have 3 hours of, to 3 matches. Get 2 singles matches, right? Get 2 women's singles matches, or at least one, and then get the other 2 can be get the other one can be the 3-on-3 thing.
No, you don't even need to do that, man. You could rotate. You could have one really good women's match that goes 15 minutes on Monday Night Raw. You can have one on SmackDown. You can rotate. You can have
Scheiß
2.
auf Diander and Jungs.
I have no idea what that means, and I don't know how he got the bell to ring because I turned that fucking bell off.
You know, you could go to SmackDown and have a match over there, or you can have 2 matches on Raw one week and then one on SmackDown. Yeah, the tag team's got to go, man, because there should be no teams. Realistically, there should be no teams in such a small division, because they're all vying and they're all going for the same fucking thing, which is the belt that Charlotte has around her waist. Why are you all going to be friends?
Right.
If Alicia Fox is the outsider in Team Bella and she sees Nikki or Brie challenging for the belt and she's fucking waiting in the shadows, like, I'd have a problem with that. Like, what the fuck, man? You know, I'm in this fucking group. I'm helping you get a championship match. I'm helping you, try and reclaim the title. And what the fuck do I get? You know, that doesn't make any sense to me. You know?
Yeah.
The title just as bad as anybody else.
I agree.
That's an example.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get it. We should be booking it. Chris Warren, what's up, man?
Yo, what's up, Joe? How you doing, man?
How you doing? I know our stream sucks, but how's it going?
I'm doing good, man. I was listening to this stream. It's been really enjoyable so far. I'm loving it. I love the series you guys are doing. You guys are like 2 of my favorite YouTubers, so it's great to watch.
Thanks,
you
man.
like working together.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree with what you guys are saying about the divas and stuff. Like, I think like they should give them more time, and they should put the right divas in like matches, if you know what I mean. Like,
Dude, that
I feel like
I
we
think
should
you saw your picture.
Jonas should forget to cash in the money in the bank because he was too busy playing 2K.
Now we get a donation from Nick Lewis, who said, Joe, I like your idea. Sheamus should forget to cash in money in the bank because he was too busy playing 2K, WWE 2K. I said Sheamus, like, it should be like the night of, and then Sheamus, like, forgets that he has the money in the bank. And then they're like, Sheamus, you got to cash that in. And then he's like, I fucking forgot. You know, it'd be funny. I don't know. And it'd be that would go down as like one of the craziest things ever. Like Sheamus forgot to cash in money in the bank. What the hell? You're not down?
I hope he doesn't cash in, period, to be honest with you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He forgets to cash in. How funny would it be?
He's playing 2K, and they walk in. He's like, you gotta cash in. He's like, I'm doing it on 2K16. Chill.
Right. They put the countdown clock up right before the Money in the Bank match at Money in the Bank or something like that. And then they're like, oh, he's gonna come out, here we go. And then they go to the cameras in the back, and Sheamus is sitting there playing 2K, and he forgets. Or he loses the Money in the Bank. That'd be funny.
Yeah, I hope he fucking loses. I don't want him as the champion.
I got a better... Here's something that would make it interesting for Sheamus. Somebody steals his Money in the Bank, and he don't have it. So he's got to spend the rest of his time trying to get the Money in the Bank back.
Here's something for both of you guys. I mean, I know this was brought up. I don't know where I heard it, but I heard it very recently. What if Sheamus was to defend the Money in the Bank briefcase every now and then as like an actual fucking, title?
I hear that all the time.
That would make it relevant. That's actually a great idea.
I mean, being that Sheamus is holding it's wasting away. And the fact that Monday Night Raw, I think, was a 2.2 rating this week, if I'm not mistaken. Can you imagine what the rating is going to be if Sheamus is actually the WWE champion?
He needs to go back to what he was doing when he did his heel turn. He needs to go back to being the badass heel who isn't really like afraid of anyone. And he'd be so confident that he'll put it on the line every few weeks and make it relevant. Because when he cashes in, it's not going to be that big of a deal because I keep forgetting that he's actually Mr. Money in the Bank because of the feuds he's in and the shit that he's doing every Monday night on Raw. It's just...
Yeah, it's terrible.
So.
What he's doing is terrible, and that's the problem.
Yeah, and all the while he's fucking burying Neville along the way.
Yeah.
They did the same finish 3 times in a row in those matches. Do you realize that?
They're having it again at the pre-show. on Sunday.
You know, I actually didn't believe that that he could be one to not cash it in and win it, but you know, he might. I mean, why would you put the belt on this guy? I mean, who's he gonna beat for the belt? Because do you want to have Seth Rollins just lose to Sheamus? No. Do you want to have whoever beats Seth Rollins lose to Sheamus?
Well, you got to keep in mind, remember the stipulation. They didn't even go over it on Monday because Kane wasn't there. I don't think I heard them say it. If Demon Kane loses, then Corporate Kane is fired. Right. So, I mean, I don't know how long Demon Kane's going to be around, but I think Sheamus has a very high probability of playing a factor in that match. And I don't want to think that, but, you know, I would put my money on that we might see a cash-in on Sunday.
Every single, I'm out on that. Every single event or pay-per-view, I'm just calling it pay-per-view. Fuck it. Every single pay-per-view, people come out and start saying he's going to cash in. I have a feeling. I don't believe that's possible. I can't believe that is possible that he would cash it in. I don't think he's going to cash it in until after WrestleMania.
If he does it before, like, when would he drop it? Because I don't see him being the champ going into WrestleMania. That's not going to fill 100,000 seats.
No, but the other
matches not even going to fill 10,000. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I don't see it. I see him cashing in like at the last minute, like way at the end, like whenever they can finally think of something to make him, you know what I mean, to go for it. Here's the perfect scenario for me is when the face beats Seth Rollins, which someone's gonna beat Seth Rollins, right? And when the face beats Seth Rollins gets a rematch, so then he gets another match the next month. And then maybe the next month after that even. And then you need new people for the babyface to face. And you could have him beat Seth Rollins again. And right after he beats Seth Rollins, that could be the cash in there. That's when you put Sheamus in there because the face is on top the way he should be. And I don't want to see the face lose it a month after Mania or 2 months after Mania either. But typically, WWE's been known to do that. And if Sheamus comes out all of a sudden after this guy finally beats Seth Rollins again and retains the title, that would get Sheamus heat. And then you would be pissed at Sheamus. He would be the champion, and you'd want to see the face win it back again from Sheamus.
I don't think Seth Rollins is going to lose at all, man. I think Seth Rollins is going to hold the title until WrestleMania.
That's what I just said. I agree.
Yeah.
The only way I'd be okay with the Sheamus cash in, and God forbid he wins, if it leads to a Seth Rollins face turn, because I feel like his heel run has run its course. It's gone stale for me now. It's just like same bullshit each week. I just want him as a face now. Am I the only one? Or
Sheamus as a face?
No, Seth Rollins as a face. Like the cash in leads to a Seth Rollins face turn.
It's eventually going to happen. The teasers are there every week. I don't think they're ready to pull the trigger yet. If that does happen, it's going to happen after WrestleMania because I think Lesnar's going to take the title back first.
When the IC title was relevant enough that it represents the holder as THE #1 contender to the world belt. OJD. What is this thing about this invincible character I saw when you were playing Destiny?
Huh.
What?
Okay, so he said something about an invisible character in Destiny. I don't know what that is. JD will probably tell us in a minute. He says, I remember back in the day when the IC title was relevant enough that represents the holder as the #1. Oh, I gotta go back and read it. Mosh Master, thanks for the donation. I want to give a shout out to the other guys who donated too, because we kind of talked over them because we weren't prepared. But Adolf Ziegler, thanks for the donation. Nick Lewis, thank you for the donation. Moshmaster says, I remember back in the day when the IC title was relevant enough that it represents the holder as the #1 contender to the world belt. Yes, I remember when it kind of felt like that. Oh, and that's, yeah, I remember that too. That was when the IC belt was on fire. And not all the IC champions were going to become the world champion. That's not it. But the idea that lots of people that were the IC champion eventually bled into being in the main WWF title or WWE title hunt was made that title more important and made those people more important. You know, Roddy Piper held the Intercontinental title. Roddy Piper didn't win the WWE Championship, but Roddy Piper was a main eventer. Bret Hart, you know, held that thing for a while. Shawn Michaels held that thing for a real long time. A lot of people talk about their favorite Intercontinental champions and memories of best Intercontinental champions. Honestly, to me, when I think of the IC belt, I always think of Shawn Michaels. I think of Shawn Michaels, you know, defending it at WrestleMania 8, WrestleMania 9, WrestleMania 10. Shawn Michaels had 3 or 4 years of defending the shit out of that thing. And a lot of people say Jericho and a couple other people, but to me at that time it was Shawn Michaels who did it for like 4 years. I think Jericho was there as well.
I don't think Michaels defended the IC title at 8. I think he fought
Tito Santana.
Yeah.
So there was not a title match.
WrestleMania, yeah.
Oh, that's right. That was Roddy Piper and fucking Bret Hart. What am I talking about? How could I forget that? So it was Roddy Piper and Bret Hart. Shawn Michaels was 9 and 10.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm wrong.
Thanks for taking my call, Joe.
All right, man. Thanks, Chris. We'll see you, Joey Gladstone. Okay. Well, it seems like the stream's been holding up pretty good. Guys, if you want to get your questions in and donate, the link is below in the description box. Just click on that, and you can donate live. $5 will make you a shit bum. $3.16 will get you the stone cold. 954, you're on with JD and Joe. What's up?
Hey, JD. Hey, Joe. I see Sheamus as a heel now, and I see Seth Rollins as a face now.
You say who is a heel?
Sheamus.
Yeah, he is a heel now, but he's almost like the Randy Orton heel, like nobody cares.
Right. I see Seth Rollins as a face now.
How do you see that?
Why?
I like him.
He's he's not getting over as a face. He's getting over a little bit as a heel. I don't know.
But he's like a classy heel. Like when he disses people with class.
Oh yeah, you mean like this, John? Like tracks, John?
Yeah, I guess. And also, with Kevin Owens, like if he just came out and let his theme song like do the talking, he would get a big pop because his theme song is so badass. Like instead of coming out doing like arrogant asshole, if he just came out with like his theme song, setting the mood, like it would get a really big pop.
You mean just Seth Rollins' theme song?
No, the Kevin Owens theme
song.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love Kevin Owens' theme song. And I think that it's well packaged. I think all the NXT guys have been packaged really well. Everyone's WWE just nails the music. I mean, it's those guys. You could bring out a guy that you don't even care too much about, and if you package his music the right way, then you got something going. I just hung up on everybody. I'm having so many problems tonight that it's ridiculous. Hopefully JD calls me back. All right, let's see here. That's not JD. But yeah, they could package anybody. They've done it with they've done a good job with everyone's music. They've made it emotional. You know, they've made it they've just basically done a good job with everybody's music. I mean, that's all there is to it. It's been great what they've done with everyone's. I mean, just you name it, and everyone's music has been good. Hey man, what's up? Lost you there. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I don't know. We crashed out, and then the YouTube crashed again, I guess.
Yeah, the video was interrupted on YouTube.
God damn it, man. What is going on? Unbelievable. But we were cruising there for a while. We were killing it. We had 20 minutes or so, maybe 15, 20 minutes of uninterrupted shit. It's your neighbor. I figured it out. He's upstairs. He's pissed, and he's going every time we go live. He knows, and he starts cutting the stream.
Man, who the fuck knows, man? I don't know what the fuck's going on.
But I know this is recording just fine, so we should probably stop it. Because people will be like, I'm sick of hearing this. I'm watching the video. All right, where were we? God, I don't remember. I don't know. I don't know. We saw my theme music is good. I don't know. It beats TNA's theme music. Man, I can't even tell you like anybody's theme music on TNA. The only one I can think of is EC3. You know, I mean, trouble, trouble, trouble. I don't remember anybody else's. It all sounds the same to me, except for Jeff Hardy's, which sounds fucking out of nowhere, bizarre. I don't know. You ever heard Jeff Hardy's music, his themes?
Dude, I haven't watched TNA in fucking years. I have no idea what the fuck's going on over there.
All you need to know is Jeff Hardy does his own theme, his music. And it's like, it's weird. I don't know. And then he does Willow. But WWE always does it right. Every single wrestling theme, every single one, it's great. You know,
yes, especially the ones in NXT.
Right.
They just get it right down there.
The NXT ones have been great too. I'm surprised that they haven't gotten less production, but it's almost like they've gotten more attention because they're so good, and when they come up, they're great. Everyone's theme, it's unbelievable, except for Samoa Joe. I have no idea what the hell. Even with his second theme, his first theme, what the hell was that? What the fuck is that?
The second theme's a lot better, but it's still kind of it's not impactful when it comes out, you know?
Yeah, why? What happened there? It might. Okay, cool. But shit, I don't know, man. It's what else you got on your mind? Because I'm out of thoughts. I'm so pissed off.
Yeah, I'm fucking pissed off too. I don't know. I'm watching your fucking channel, and it's like it just keeps going in and out, in and out. Like I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Okay. Looking at it. Well, we got some good shit in there. It's just
it's not fucking consistent. Like I don't understand it. We went from fucking 60 to like 8 people watching now.
Yeah, because it dropped off. Yeah, it's fucked. It's really weird. I'm seeing the drop too here. It's like a wicked drop. It's just like plummeted. And it's because of the stream, which I swear to you was working the other day. So I don't. And this morning, like I tested it a bunch. So I have no idea what's going on. It's almost like around this time, man. I'm telling you, like 11 or 12, some guy turns on a fucking, like, a dildo machine in his basement, and it's feeding back into everyone's cable lines. You know, something is up at this time of night. Or somebody's fucking with me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. Really. This shit just it fucking irritates me because, you know, we had a fucking great audience the first 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden, it's like fucking all the fucking internet problems. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, I know. I have to figure it out. Well, let's cut it off now because it's really late, and I mean we're just dragging around here with this stuff. But I mean, I'm gonna cut it now, guys. Thanks for watching. I know we're having issues. I'm gonna upload the video, and we're gonna work on it and try to figure out what's going on. So next week we're good. I got Comcast coming here again to see what the hell this problem could be, and I got a tech looking at stuff, and I don't know if it's me or what it is now, to be honest, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll do it on my channel next week.
We'll try to do it on JD's next week for sure, so our internet, we know it's going to stay up, so we don't lose people. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Make sure you sub to me, sub to JD, click the like if you enjoyed the show. It was kind of a show. We had a couple topics, and I appreciate you guys for attempting it, and we'll solve it, and we'll be over on JD's channel next week, so join us there, and we'll see you next time.